Sesame Street and the mean streets. This is a stark contrast, especially when it's viewed through the eyes of a child. I grew up in Phoenix, Arizona, in the Maricopa County projects. My neighbors were drug dealers and gang members, and there were times that my family and I were homeless, where the only meal that we had for that day came from soup kitchens or church food drives. Now, don't you all go feeling sorry for me, because that's not the purpose of me sharing this with you. You see, I never realized growing up that my childhood was any different from anyone else's. I really believe that that's how everybody lived. And I can thank my mother for that. You see, my mom gave me the most beautiful gift that one human being can give to another. And it was this that she shared in her old school Mexican Spanish way. Mija, tú naciste con una estrella de oro sobre tu cabeza. Mija, you were born with a golden star over your head. See, this star means that God chose you because you were born, you were destined to do great and amazing things. See, you were born to bless others with the blessings that you have. Now, I know it might sound a little far-fetched for someone who was homeless and who had to get food from soup kitchens to be able to bless others with her blessings, but it goes back to finding your magic and sharing that gift with the world. And I would forever take that little nugget that she gave me and remember her voice in the back of my head whenever things get tough. And even now she tells me that she sees that golden star shining over my head. It is in my 25 years of life that I learned that the reality that we perceive is the reality that we experience. I grew up in an environment where people told you, you're not going to grow up to be anything. You're not going to amount to do anything. I grew up in an environment where surviving the day was more important than thriving and planning for the future. I learned that the obstacles that we face in life, we can either see them as something meant to tear us down, to knock us down and keep us down, or to view them as something to build us up and strengthen us. I also picked up 3 important things that I learned through my mom and through life in general, tools that I like to use in order to help me perceive the reality that I want to perceive and experience. And although my journey may be completely different than yours, you may be from Ohio, you might not be, but I feel that these 3 things can be used throughout. 1, believe in God. And if you don't believe in God, believe in someone or something bigger or greater than you are, whether you call that the universe or karma. I've noticed that it is when we become all wrapped up in our difficulties and the things that we're going through that we shut off ourselves from that greater power, that we become hopeless and lose touch and really lose perspective of what we're experiencing. But when you connect to that source, whether it's God or the universe, it is then that we can open our eyes and see the marvelous magnitude of this amazing world and universe that we live in. It is then that we can take small daily pleasures, whether it's a small cup of coffee or just watching the sunrise or the sunset, that we can really get a perspective of this beautiful and wonderful life that we live. 2, education is vital. Somebody that came from a place where there weren't a lot of resources, I learned and understood that in education, the knowledge is a power that people can never take away from you. So education comes in 2 forms, at least I see so. 1, it's informal education. As one of our lovely speakers talked about, reading. So if you're reading books, or if you're reading the newspaper, watching the news, listening to podcasts, maybe some of y'all watch TEDx videos, I don't know. That is a form of informal education. It's a lifelong, ongoing process, something that we never stop doing. And we need to continue doing that. Or 2, the formal route. I feel that after we moved from Arizona to South Carolina and I completed high school, my mom saw that golden star shine even brighter. I am proud to say that I am the first generation high school graduate of my family. I finished 4th in my class, and last year in the spring, I graduated from the Technical College of the Lowcountry with an Associate in Arts and 2 certificates, making me a first generation college graduate. And next spring, I will be graduating from USCB with a bachelor's in communications with a focus on television production and media. And I'm currently looking around at graduate programs to earn my master's. So if anybody knows of a good program, let your girl know. I am looking. And 3, find your tribe. Find your people. I was so blessed and lucky enough that I was born into my tribe with my mother pushing me and encouraging me along the way. You might not be as lucky or as blessed to have that opportunity. I personally have my friend Nikita here today, who is a family member, a tribe member that I made along the way, and that is something that you can do as well. These people are not only people that are going to celebrate your successes and they're going to tell you job well done, but they're the people that when they see you down, they're going to help you get back up, and they're going to dust you off, help you wipe your tears off, and help you reframe your mind focus and remind you of what's ahead. So you might go, Mel, I don't have any friends, I don't have family. Well, if you want, I don't bite. You can come and say hi to me. I'll be more than happy to be part of your tribe and take part of these networking breaks. There is so many wonderful people here that are part of this community where we all love thinking about and sharing ideas worth spreading. So take advantage of that. So like I said, I was born into a situation that was less than privileged, one would say. But I decided to take that, and instead of making it something that will hold me back, to see it as something that will help me strengthen and push me ahead and motivate me. Again, your journey may be different, and I learned throughout these 25 years on this earth that we need 3 things: faith in God or someone or something bigger, education is vital, and 3, a tribe, people that will be there for you. In preparation for this speech, I wanted to share something that would be impactful, something that you guys could take home and be able to look back at it. I found an anonymous quote that when I read it, it just resonated as absolute truth. And I hope that I'll be able to impart some of the wisdom or at least some of the emotion that I felt to you. Start now. Start where you are. Start with fear. Start with pain. Start with doubt. Start with handshaking. Start with voice trembling, but start. Start and don't stop. Start where you are with what you have. Just start. Thank you.